together, and then we'll make our official decision after. So everyone, answer the questions yourself. I'm going to write on a different sheet.
It's my backup.
Should we talk about the amount when we get there?
Yeah. Alright, let me know when you have your answers.
You can do yours yet?
Because this is the sheet I did. So I wrote it on this side. Do you have your answers in case we need you?
I don't have a sheet, but I know my opinion.
Okay.
That's what you need.
Yes. So I'm going to state the question so you know. Was the death of Miss Donovan a result of the defendant's failure to warn Miss Donovan of a potential threat? What did you guys put?
I said no.
I said yes.
I don't know because there's a lot of
Okay, well,
don't know yet.
okay.
Should we? What
We
did
can
you
just
put?
talk
about it.
I put no.
Okay, so do we want
I-
to elaborate? Do
Yeah.
you want to go first and say like how you thought?
Erin, why do you think it's yes?
Okay, I think it's yes because if they did warn her, there would have been a lot less chance that any of this could have happened. So I feel like, I don't know if I'm fully yes because it's not really their fault 100%, but if they would have warned them, it could have not went that way easily.
I think that thinking is just emotional. They can't just assume that just because he's not saying it. Like if I was in that position, I honestly wouldn't probably say my actual feelings. I would like have to get like not pressured into it, but like questioned into it. So I feel like thinking that it's just emotional isn't like realistic because if they like put themselves in the hospital, there's obviously something like wrong. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Do you have anything to say?
I think that it wasn't Dr. Peterson's fault because hearing like her side and her team side, and they brought in like 2 other doctors, and the other side, it seemed like the 2 doctors that the other side brought in were like people that had an issue with Dr. Peterson at one point, so they don't really have like liable, unbiased witnesses to help with that. So that's why I really didn't trust the witnesses because like one of them was Dr. Winters, and she had issues with her multiple times because she singled her out in front of the class, and that could have caused her to be like, oh well, you did that to me, so since you did that to me, I'm gonna say that you were in the wrong.
I also feel that the whole money thing might have had something to do with it as well. Because if the other people had a say, I feel like that would have changed that whole thing. Because then it wouldn't just be like her.
It's not like Lindsay didn't try. She
Right,
tried.
yeah,
she tried. She
It's
asked
just she
him.
didn't have like other opinions at her, so she didn't have any questions either towards her because she just shut them down.
Well, she tried to ask, like, Mr. Winters when he was in there for getting help with his issues that he had. When she was asking him, like, she asked him, like, well, what do you mean by that? And he, you know.
Okay.
So she did try, but I mean, also at the same time, like, she could have tried harder. And I get both sides, but in the end, like, the defendant's closing argument like really got me. It was like it made sense why they were like trying so hard to like push blame on somebody, and they really don't have any. They can't push blame on him because he's not alive anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like they have to do it to somebody.
Yeah, and they had so many like opinions, and everyone was saying the same thing that like
Yeah.
They just
They
kept
were-
repeating
I agree with that.
themselves.
yeah, they were all saying that like they didn't think like they're professionals, they know the signs and everything, and they didn't think
And
that it was enough.
They can't just assume
It was
that kind of
important
stuff.
to know.
Yeah. All right. Do we have our saying done for that question? So I'm just going to move on to the next one. Was the death of Miss Donovan a result of the defendant's negligence? Erin, what did you put?
I put yes.
Okay. Anna?
I put no.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think no.
I think yes.
I don't really know. I'm trying to.
So,
I feel like both of the questions are the same.
well,
I know, I
as
was
a-
confused by
understand the
reading them.
difference between
Okay,
the
so
questions.
how I understood the second question was, if you look up at the keep in mind part, it gives the like definition of negligence again, and it's if they fail to use required care, skill, or judgment. And I feel like no matter what, they shouldn't just assume it's emotional. And I feel like, again, no matter what, they should still notify whoever, or like not just like, they should notify someone at least that it is happening.
Yeah,
You
they
know?
definitely could have done more.
And like if it is emotional, why don't they, like, I don't know, it's just, I feel like they didn't do enough. They just like kept it to him, which won't do anything because he doesn't have any support with the whole situation. So I feel like not telling anyone, and I mean, I don't know.
I
Telling
mean,
anyone
to
doesn't-
be fair, like, I understood their part of it where it was like, they have that patient confidentiality, and unless, like, they legally cannot tell anybody unless the person, like, says, I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to kill somebody else. And they can ask as many questions as they want, and even if you ask as many questions to a person like him, he's not going to tell you. He's not going to say, yeah, I'm actually thinking tomorrow I'm going to go kill myself and my girlfriend.
They're not just gonna say
So
that yet.
legally, they were really like in between like a rock and a hard place. Like they probably, some part of them were curious about it and wanted to say something, but legally they can't because
I
he
feel
didn't
like-
come out and say it.
I feel like the word harm should have been like,
Explain more.
I had it in my brain. Should have been like taken more seriously because no matter what, you're harming a person. Like whether it's emotional or physical, I feel like they should have done something about it instead of just saying like, yeah, come back for your next appointment and let's see if that medicine is working. Well, then why doesn't he go? Like, okay, that sounds.
So you also have to look at it like
I feel like he shouldn't have been discharged if he's still in this state of mind. Yeah, he was like acting better, but was he actually acting better, or was he actually thinking, in order for me to go kill my girlfriend, I have to be discharged, so I have to act better.
But they had no way of knowing that is
Right.
also the thing. Like they can't like do like a blood test and be like, all right, let's test him lying. Like it's like okay, you just kind of have to trust
Are you
his
depressed
words.
or not? Like,
I think they should have, like, even if they didn't know, they should have still went more and, like,
just to be
told
cautious.
somebody,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think it was like her fault entirely
Yeah.
that she was
I think
killed,
there
but
were
I feel
multiple
like that
people
she could've
involved
done
that could have
more.
said something.
Yeah.
Like
Any of them could have said something. They
Robin
could've-
Johnson or Chris Reynolds.
I
They
feel
were
like
the,
they
Chris Reynolds was
could've
one who was
gone-
taking notes in the room. He could have been like, okay, I'm not gonna listen to her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go tell somebody.
Yeah,
I
I
could have
think.
definitely done more.
So I
Just
think it's
because
unfair to
it's
push all the
entirely
blame
their
on her
fault.
and be like it's her fault just because she was the main doctor on it.
Yeah.
There are multiple
But if
people
we-
involved in the situation.
If we were to, like, give the reward to, like, that was me kicking.
Oh my god, I was like, there's a post.
If we were to give the reward to, what's the mom's name?
Pat Donovan.
Yeah, her. Would it be coming just from,
It would be
Peterson
no,
or
it
the
would be
hospital?
coming from the hospital.
Okay, then it's not necessarily just all on Peterson.
But I mean, they're taking, because if you look at it, they're taking her name down, they're taking her career down. Once this, like,
she could lose a lot.
once
from
they
it.
get the money, she's done as a psychiatrist. She cannot practice
Right.
anymore. They will not let her. That is just, legally they can't, because they're like, okay, you obviously
Yeah.
don't,
You
you're
caused
negligent,
some-
you
yeah.
don't, whatever. So by doing that, by making the decision, we're either ruining her life, or we're also, in a certain way, not helping them heal.
Yeah.
Which I mean, you shouldn't need money to heal, but
Yeah.
So it was her fault, kind of a little in a way.
I feel like the
She
other
failed to do
doctors,
something,
since
but
they
not
do,
enough to take her.
I know
Yeah.
she failed. She should have gone more in depth Did she have a good heart in it and try? Yeah, but should she have probably like
Got more
called him and
opinions?
been like, hey, like you're not coming to your appointment. What's going on?
Where you at?
But I also think that the mom literally watched him throw away his pills. She could have found out
She
where he
could've
was
done
going,
that.
what hospital he was going to, and she could have talked to
could've
him.
done
She
something.
could have told her daughter that he did that, but she kept that to herself. So
I
it's like,
don't-
okay, that's
well,
kind of on you a little bit.
she
You should have said
also-
something.
I feel like she also didn't really necessarily care at the time because she didn't have a good relationship with him. So she was probably like, whatever, I don't care. Because did she really care? Like,
If you saw anyone throwing away pills, you'd
I
be
would
like,
be
what's
concerned.
up?
I would be concerned. I'd be like, okay, we're gonna figure out what's going on here.
all right. Do we have our decision? Oh, we still have a lot of time. So,
I don't really think we are agreeing 100% on everything.
Well, what is your final decision after we
Yeah,
just
it was
talked about
all on
everything?
you,
What's
bro.
your final decision
Well,
right now?
I don't know because
should we
My
do
final
a revote?
decision is
Yeah.
no. And I know that. I
Okay.
know that both of them are no for me. So her first one is no. She doesn't think that she was.
I think no for
Failure
the
to
first
warn.
one, yes for the second one.
That's
But you do
That's what I
think that
think.
the death of Miss Dunham was a result of defendant's
Yes.
negligence.
Do we have to have all the same, or can
No,
just
it's majority. Mhm. So he's only here if it was 2-2. So,
yeah. So I have no for the first one and yes for the second one.
okay. Yeah. How much are we rewarding the family?
So is she getting her license taken away?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she's negligent. By circling this one and saying
Which sucks
yes
to suck,
for this
girlfriend.
one, the death of Miss Dunham is a result of the defendant's negligence. So since she was negligent, they won't trust her to take care of patients.
Which, maybe she should have done something about it.
Yeah, she ended up with some-
She could easily made one phone call.
One phone call, this wouldn't have happened. Alright, so minimum of $1 million. Whew. What shall we do?
I don't think she should get that much.
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
either.
it's a minimum, so you gotta
I mean,
have at least
I
$1
would-
million.
I would do the minimum. I don't really. I mean, what is the money gonna do for you? Like, is that what's really gonna make you happy? Like, is that the reason why you went to court was just to get the money? Like, that's obviously the reason why they went, because they want money.
Yeah.
That's not gonna make your daughter come back. That's not gonna make the pain go away. I'm sorry, but money doesn't do anything. Money will buy you stuff, but it's not gonna make you happy.
So minimum, because
So I'd say the minimum.
Okay.
I agree
So
with
$1
that.
million?
Yeah.
Can we do $1 million and 99 cents?
No.
Can
No.
I just do it?
That is so dumb. They're literally gonna be like, no. They're not even gonna say the 90. They're literally gonna be like, no.
$1
that's
million
no.
and 99 cents. No, I'm gonna do it.
Yes.
Because I know Cheyenne's gonna read that. And she will.
I'm reading it.
Oh, you're reading that out loud? Yeah, it's better.
Oh shit.
You're
There's a
being-
camera there.
Oh. I didn't know. Okay, $1 million and 99 cents. Okay. That's how, what it,
That's
$99. Oh my gosh.
$99.
Why did it work?
So put 00 and then put .99.
Alright.
Since that's the way what you
1
wanted to do.
Billy.
Why are you writing it? You're reading it.
She has to know too. Okay, 1 million.
I think she knows how to read a number. Okay.
What time do we have to go?
We have to be back by 2:50, but I mean we are.
Oh, and you're supposed to call him, right?
We're supposed to be standing outside the door.
You just knock on the door.
He knocked.
Well, I think that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh, you're supposed to. Oh my God! You made
Dude, why'd you
me
open
jump.
that so fast?
I was gonna come get you.
Okay, we're ready now.
I swear on camera and I'm sorry.
What?
She said
I didn't
that word.
realize there was a camera going. And I swore. It's okay though.
Are you supposed to turn off the cameras?
Karen with you.
Didn't she say to turn them off?
I don't know. I'm just gonna carry it.
I feel like you should.
Oh my god, it took 14 minutes? Holy mother.
You can turn that one off.
I don't know how.
You just hold the.
Power button.
Well, make sure it stops recording first.
something.
You little mother.
When it records something, it saves it.
I don't know, you just powered it off.
Because you know how you turn it off.
Can you turn that light?
Oh, hey, Nathan.
Dun, dun. What?
Zoe is guilty,
Yeah.
and the family's getting $1,000,997.
Yeah, I have fresh every once. Hey, Maddie.
Peyton, don't say it now.
I'm going to say it to
Attention, everyone. Cheyenne does not get to say it.
Do you have to like escort us back in the
Yeah.
Owen, the slow walker.
Are you
still recording?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get like an F because I just told Peyton. Owen.
I don't know how to stop it anyways.
No,
Fix
aren't
it.
you supposed to keep it going?
No, well,
No, you're supposed to keep it going, right? No.
you want to
never mind.
record?
No.
Then I don't want to record
But I
it.
think she has a camera.